everybody. Welcome back to Vanessa Boyle's Kitchen. Today's segment will focus on baking. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite baking items and then you can decide for yourself. Well, one of the first things I'm going to show you are something that everybody loves in their kitchens, which are our scoopers, our small, medium, and our large. So the large is really good for like if you're filling larger items. I even use it to fill like soup containers sometimes, depending on what it is that you're doing, whether it's cookies and you want large cookies or pancakes. You could even use that for pancakes. This is our medium scoop, which I use for cupcakes. That's always the perfect size, or our brownie pan. And then small, I always love to do, like our little mini muffin pans. So anything that's mini that you're looking to make, chocolate chip cookies I do with this. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, our medium is great for meatballs too. So my go-to are usually the small and the medium, to be honest. Okay, so there are scoops. Now, I mentioned pancakes just a minute ago. This is our pancake blender bottle. This has become a staple in my house because of the fact that I can make pancakes so simply. The directions for 12, and I apologize because mine is heavily used. So the directions are on each side of the bottle, and you can make 6 or you can make 12. There's an agitator ball inside, so you're going to measure to where it says the ingredient line, and you're going to fill it based on what the picture shows you. So it's all staples in your kitchen. And then when it's done, this actually is going to be your measuring tool. So when it tells you that you need sugar, this is what you're going to use for the scoops of sugar. And then you put this back on once all your ingredients are inside. And it's layered a certain way so that way it will shake easily. Take it and shake it with your agitator ball in. When you're ready to pour your pancakes, you take your top off and you're able to pour that in. Or for waffle mix or whichever else that you choose to use it for. But I love this. It's dishwasher safe on your top shelf. And I love it because it's staples in my kitchen and I don't have to worry about pancake mix anymore. And I control what goes into my kids' mouths, which is really nice. Going right along, we're going to do the snack bar maker. So if you want to make your own candy bars or homemade granola bars or cereal bars, then this is for you. It is silicone, so it can go inside the oven, which I love. I often will pair this with my large or my half sheet pan. So if I'm doing chocolate and I don't want it to be like all wobbly, I'll stick it on my sheet pan, which makes it really nice. Love the sheet pans. I didn't get those out right now to show you, but our sheet pans are phenomenal. Skip the cookie trays. There's no need to buy metal cookie sheets at all. Buy the sheet pans. You'll get more versatility out of it. And stoneware, I really love my stone pans. They cook the best chocolate chip cookies. So grab this large bar pan because that's a good one for baking too. But this is our snack bar maker, which is really nice to have on hand. The next thing is our donut pan, so you can make your own donuts. There's tons of recipes on the Pampered Chef website for you. So I even will sometimes do eggs in this, so it's like a round egg for your English muffins. So if you wanted to do eggs, you wanted to do your pancakes in this, you want to make a donut recipe, there's a lot of versatility. You get to choose what you want to do with it. We also have our brand new pan, which is our brownie pan, but it's bite-sized, guys. You don't feel as guilty when you eat these? Oh, I could eat more of them, though. That's the problem. No. So we have our regular brownie pan, but this season our brownie bite pan is in, and I love it. I do recommend a silicone basting brush because of the fact it's easier to get in on the wells. It's non-stick, but just because it's non-stick does not mean it doesn't ever stick. It means you need to follow the recipe. So if a recipe calls for you to oil a pan or to flour it, make sure you follow those directions even on non-stick cookware because that's how it's designed, to follow the recipe. And if you follow the recipe, it won't stick on you. Now, if you ever make something and you're worried about it sticking, you could also grab a cake tester. The cake tester has a silicone end on it, and it's easy to pop it out, so it makes it really nice. All right, there's some of my favorite baking pans that I use in my kitchen. The other things I have are my whipped cream maker. I love the whipped cream maker. I use heavy cream, and you could then use any type of extract for different flavors. You could add cocoa and use chocolate. You could make it with a coconut milk, so that way it's a little bit of a healthier version. You're going to use powdered sugar, or you could skip the powdered sugar depending on taste, but you could do Bailey's Irish Cream, you could do chocolate, you could do a peppermint extract for the holidays to put in your hot chocolate, so that's fun. And sometimes we even dye it in my house. And all you do is plunge it, and depending on how much your bicep strength is will depend on how long you need to actually do this for, but it's really a great product. This, I thought, oh my gosh, I'll never use that. I use it very frequently in my household. This is our batter mixer and dispenser. This is great. You could fit an entire box of cupcakes or brownies or cake mix in this. You're going to want to put your liquids in first. The way that this works, you can see I got to open it up. And then I'm going to pull it. And I just dropped that, of course. See, look, anybody could be a Pampered Chef person. All right, so we have a bottom base, which is going to hold your ingredients in. And then there are measuring amounts on here. You're going to put all your liquids in, so follow the mix exactly as it is. This comes on top of this, but you want to take that off to plunge it. You're going to put this on when all your ingredients are in. It's going to fill up to about here. Don't panic. I promise the whole box fits, or if you do from scratch. And then you're just going to plunge it, which makes it really nice. When you're done plunging, you're going to lift this all the way up. Turn it to the right. You're going to put this on it. That way, and then all you're going to do is you're going to put your lid back on, and then you have the option on the handle to do small, medium, and large. So kind of like our scoops, that's like the size of it. That way the same amount will pour out each time. And once you have that and you're ready to go, take your bottom off, and then you're going to be able to plunge it. All right, so I love this. We use this for everything, so it makes it just a lot easier in my kitchen to do any type of baking. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is we have our little silicone storage. This pairs nicely with the blender, but they're for like babies' foods. If you do keto, you could do fat bombs in these. If you want to watch what your portion control is, you can do that in these. I love them for just saving stuff. It's just nice and convenient. They're also silicone, which means all of these can go inside of your oven, or you could put them in the freezer, so I like that about them too. There's also measuring amounts on each of these, no matter which size you get, and I like it because they all have a spout. So if I melt down chocolate and I want to pour it or drizzle it on something, I can use this. Way better than the chocolate drizzler. Skip the chocolate drizzler, guys. You don't need it. It's a waste of money. Oh my God, the consultant said that. Yes, I did. Because you're going to get way more use out of something like this than the chocolate little drizzler. And you can drizzle chocolate. There's a spout and you can melt more down and you'll get more done before you keep refilling. So I'm a very honest consultant, and I want you to make sure that you love everything you get and that there's a lot of versatility for it. These also double stack, so if you wanted multiples and you want to make homemade soups in these or anything, you can do that as well. So that's always a lot of fun. So these are some of my favorite baking items in my house. Thanks for joining me.